Good morning, this is Sheila from She's a Sassy Lady, and we're starting out our morning with a cup of coffee. Don't you love coffee in the morning? I do. I know I do. And I have to tell you, this is so exciting. I have my new camera, and this is my first video with it, and hubby got up and he left early. It's not even 7 o'clock in the morning. My hair is like jostled and all over the place. And I'm having my first cup of coffee with you, but I was so excited. I wanted to work this camera, and hopefully, it looks really nice and everything will turn out nice, but we'll see in just a few minutes. What I'm doing today on this, in today's Gypsy Made Simple, is a gate card. And what I was doing is I was sitting at work and trying to figure out the size of the card. And this is your standard gate card. It just closes, opens like that. And I figured a 5.5 by 4 1/4, and you would just take it 10 inches wide, and you'd have that. And I thought, that's really nice, but it really didn't do anything for me. It was kind of plain. So what I did is I came up with this little gate card when I was sitting there. Now, mind you, I have it backwards, but what I did is I took a 5 by 5. And then 2.5 inches and 2.5 inches across the side to come up with this. And then it will meet in the center, and your centerpiece, because most gate cards that you see where people put something in the center, it has to be adhered to the side. Well, why not make it a part of the card, a part of the base? The only thing is I decided that a book you open from the left, and the way I've got this set up, you open from the right. So I have to switch it and have my heart on the other side. Now note, when you make this, I wanted a 5 by 5 card, so my base has to be 5 inches high and 10 inches across this way. Okay? So I could use a 12-inch paper, and see how I've got this piece left over? I could go off to the side, which is fine, which is what we're going to do this morning, is use 12 inches across. We'll make our 5 by 10 base, but what we have to do is we have to have it so that it sits like this, so that when we cut, this is the front of the card. And then, no, I'm sorry, I've got it wrong. I got to think this out again. See, this is the problem. I have to think all this stuff out. If I set it like this, down like this is how we want it. Yeah, we want it to the right. We want our piece of artwork to the right so that it actually opens like this. And here, let me draw on this so you can see. This is the heart. My pen isn't working any too well. This is the heart. Okay, so what we want to do, and let's put an X on this one because that's not the way we want it. We want it so that it opens up to the left, and this side fits into it like that. So to get that on the top, our heart has to be on the right. See how we think these things out? Now, this should be really easy. So let's pull our Gypsy up. Oh, I hope you can see this better. According to what I'm seeing in my camera, this is better, so hopefully. Okay, first thing we want to do is get a new mat. 12 by 12. I'm going to use George as the base, but for any of you that do not have George, Gypsy Wanderings also has a square. I just go there by habit. I love George for a simple shape, and I guess because I know exactly where it's at. I don't have to play around. I can talk to you and not worry about where to find it. Okay, now I want to put my exact size button on so that nothing is altered or nothing is different. It isn't picking up that outside border and counting that as in the measurement. And we'll start out with 5 inches. That's my height. I'm going to take off my link there, which is keeping the ratio between height and width the same as we alter it. And I'm going to take width and go to 10 inches. Okay, now we're going to do something new this morning. I want my axis to be just right, my X. I want it set on 21. Point, no, not point. Clear that. 21. Maybe it was, yeah, it was. Okay, go back. Point 21. Okay, and that'll bring me right over to the edge. Now, I'm going to name that one template. Okay, now I'm going to select it, hit the plus button, and I've got layer 2, and I am going to hit the copy button so that I have it on there also. I'm going to line it up perfectly with the other one, and remember, that's why I use the X axis, and we're going to go to 0.21. Okay, now that's the base of our card. And the reason why I did that, so that you know, is that I wanted to make sure that my card, the base of my card doesn't change. And I've got that whole space over there to make my little extra. So now and we're going to keep this simple. I'm going to use that heart, and we'll go to Love Struck because I have Love Struck. I didn't get this year's Valentine one. And Love Struck has got a really cute little heart. I believe it's that. Now I'm hoping I know it is. I know it is. Love Struck. And I like this heart that's not absolutely perfectly round. It's kind of like altered a little bit.